7 says, my car overheated on Big Bear Mountain. I got an 04 Mitsubishi Galant. It runs fine. It overheated on Big Bear Mountain. I was in Lake Tahoe Mountains. It doesn't show the head gasket's blown. It runs fine otherwise. Now, I'm not in the mountains, not overheating. Is it the altitude? What could it be? Well, it could be a combination thing, but here is probably what it is. You're going up a big mountain, right? That's called loading. Your engine is totally loaded and it's an 04. So that thing is pushing 20 years old, right? You need all the cooling capacity you can get going up. I'd say, since you say you didn't lose any coolant, the head gasket's not blown, replace the radiator. You can get aftermarket ones made in China that work fine. A lot less than $200. If you look around, change it yourself, it's not that big of a deal. As they age, the plastic and aluminum radiators, they don't rust like the old ones. Aluminum doesn't rust, but aluminum corrodes. And it can corrode just as bad as other things rust. As it corrodes, the dissipation of heat by that radiator gets lower. It has a lower efficiency level. Sometimes they're down to as much as 50% less efficient. You're not going to notice it driving around normally because there's plenty of efficiency to spare. But when you're going up that hill and it's straining, it's going to make it overheat. Pray it's that simple. Now, if it isn't, it just means your engine's wearing out. I had a BSA motorcycle years ago that it ran fine driving around, but I took it to Toronto one time and I'm in stop and go traffic. That thing kept overheating and it'd stall out and I had to let it cool down. Mind you, it was a 20-something-year-old motorcycle at the time too. As long as I was going down the road, it's an air-cooled engine, it was fine. But in stop and go traffic, it would just overheat. And that didn't even have a radiator. It's because the engine was old and all worn out. And it can't take all that strain to stop and go with no wind blowing on it. In your case, you were loading it going uphill. Same thing. Replace the radiator. That should fix it. If it doesn't, it means your engine's so worn out. Just stay away from Big Bear Mountain. Chatch 1968 says, I need a